Chris, it was a tough one out there. What happened in that fourth quarter that let this one get away?
Yeah, I think we got away from the things that were making us successful in the first half. In the first half, I think we were moving the ball east to west more than we have all season, and then in that second half, we just kind of started getting it to one side, ball getting stuck in one stick, and just kind of flogging shots from the outside, which feeds right in the defensive plan they want to play.
You had a little run of your own, 3 goals. What in a row? What allowed you to get all those 3 goals?
Yeah, I mean, like I just said, I think it's all because of the quick ball movement. I was able to crash the middle and, had righties see me when I was open and with lots of time. So yeah, I think just going back to what was making us successful, and that's just moving the ball and finding those opportunities.
Lacrosse is a physical sport, there's no question about that. But out there tonight, it seemed like there's a little more push and shove, some more things after the whistle. How do you think yourself and your teammates fared up to that sort of play tonight?
Yeah, I know. I think we're all in this together, and one of our mottos is one man in, we're all in. We have each other's backs, and we're not afraid to. We're not just going to step down and get pushed around. So we're not afraid to play physical as well.
And that fight, we've seen that all season long, especially here at home. You guys have been strong. 3-1 coming into this game. Obviously, it doesn't end the way you guys want to. But when you take a look at everything that did take place tonight, what are your biggest takeaways that really stand out right now?
We were talking about how we got away from the things that were making us successful in the second half. But, the thing we can hang our hat on is that it came down to the last whistle of the game. Bad angle on the shot there. It may have gone in, may have not. But, that bounces the other way, and we get that call, and we're going to OT. And I think it's anyone's game at that point, but we showed no quit. We were down by quite a bit at one point in the second half, and we could have rolled over, and I think we've done a good job of not quitting all year. It's just a matter of fact that we have to now not rely on not quitting and play a full 60 minutes.
This was one of the top teams in the NLL, but the crowd came out tonight and the support that was there. Just talk about the testament that you guys have received at home, just how beneficial that has been.
Yeah, no. The fans, make and break games. You go to places where there's no seats sold, and it's tough to play in those games. It's tough to get up for those games, and when you have fans that are coming in to support still a fairly new franchise, and really getting behind us, and even after we lose, they're on their feet and applauding us as we walk off. And that's the stuff that makes you want to come back. That gives you a reason to play. And, that now everyone knows, Vegas has our backs, and, we have something to play for.
And coming from Buffalo, huge market out there. Do you get a little bit of shades of that here in Vegas?
Yeah, no, it's cool. And, it's cool to see it growing, in Buffalo. Lacrosse, the bands have been established for so long. They've been selling out that arena for so long that I've never really seen anything else. And then it's cool to come here and see a different atmosphere, but also see those similarities as well in the support.
With the success Buffalo has had in the recent years, for you to come over here, what similarities have you seen that the potential that this organization has to be successful?
I think it's a lot about the culture. I'm a strong believer in what made us successful in Buffalo was, how close we were off the field. And, you see that here. We're always hanging out. We're always doing everything together. We're going to have a bye week. We're all going to hang out and, get together, forget about this game and think about the next. But, we've come together as a new team, and we're bonding, and I see those similarities and that chemistry building off the field here as well.
Chris, thank you.
Thank you.